find civilians in seasonal areas include innocent children, women, and elderly, and kidnapping are considered threats of violence and harassment. This is why we would allow civilians to carry firearms, but only for defense, safety, and only to be used as a last resort against terrorist activities. For mechanics, civilians should carry firearms as their last resort for self-defense and increase military powers for global security. Our goal is security and self-defense against the terrorists and help the government if the military fails to defend the civilians. In a fact, though, the abuses are resorts for kidnapping and kidnapping hostages as well as requesting ransom money in exchange for life of the civilians. This continuing conflict in Mindanao meanwhile triggered the act of civilians to carry firearms for protection. This will therefore be the government side proposal policy. First, that we should allow civilians to carry firearms, but only as their last resort for self-defense. And second, that we should increase military presence in Mindanao for double security so as to safeguard the citizens and prevent civilians from using the firearms.
What's your assurance that adding military power in Mindanao area will ensure safety when you already are a civilian? What's the use of the military when
As I was saying, if we double or we increase the military in Mindanao, which the first policy that I propose is to carry firearms only as their last resort if the event that the second policy is failed. As a Prime Minister, I will talk about how it is essential for the civilians to carry firearms for their self-defense. We allow civilians to keep the prone areas to carry firearms, but only to a certain extent in the sense that it would only provide additional protection, which would help them to protect themselves in the event that the second policy is to fail. In the context of terrorism, it can be prevented if the government will increase the number of military as a double security in kidnap-prone areas in Mindanao, which civilians will spared from harm or put in harm's way. Moreover, it may lessen kidnapping, killing, and bombing.
Yan lang kinain ng mata ko. Nagagawa ko.
And knowing that some of terrorists are cowards and squandrels are rare unable to face the army and police commandos and other security personnel, but kill and wound the helpless civilians. But you see, Mr. Speaker, and member of this House, with our first policy, we are allowing civilians to carry firearms, which is an advantage as their last resort to protect themselves and to wipe out this threat if the military wants to protect civilians against terrorism. Like for example, the recent violent attacks by MILF elements has, of course, shaken many of the Mindanao residents who have ever tried to demand greater protection from military government, but since the military fails to protect them, it is but natural for the people to protect their families and properties no matter what. Adding that for residents, arming themselves is just like fencing their house to prevent intruders from entering their property and harming their families. This goes to show that arming civilians in prone areas in Mindanao for local security protection and can be a tool to strengthen and justify borders.
Apart from the definition, our team is unable to access the arguments put forward by the OCC. Our team composed of two sticks to prove the ranges of allowing civilians in kidnap-prone areas to carry firearms. The first speaker will talk about how firearms can only do more harm than good when serving as protection for civilians. The second speaker will focus on how the government should provide security of Vietnam areas as they are supposed to, rather than adding more danger by arming civilians. My first contention is that a firearm cannot and
Bilis sa
will never
cellphone ko
guarantee
eh.
a civilian from being kidnapped. A firearm is not a weapon that all civilians can considerably handle and utilize for good causes. In the context of utilizing a firearm, it is a very complex task
Nakikitel,
with
nabulan na niya eh.
responsible, fatal outcomes if practiced improperly. There is no assurance that a civilian can manage a firearm, especially at the moment of
Gypsy!
public disruption or under
Nag-video
grave
ako
threat.
eh.
Moreover, as gun theft safety dictates, civilians under the influence of alcohol, drugs, and even legal prescription medicine or over-the-counter drugs should never hold a firearm. After consuming even just small amounts,
You were saying that you, not use that medication. You are no more taking in fact, safe now, in fact, civilians in Mindanao are less safe because of their continuous fight between.
I did not say I did not accept your definition. I said, apart from your definition, I accept and our team is unable to accept the other arguments that your team has put forward. Anyway. Furthermore, how can we, as the government, be sure that an armed civilian will actually utilize the firearm for
Ano yung sinasabi ni Sir na 15 seconds?
so close to the fight of kidnapping will ironically increase the
Ibig
number of
sabihin,
other crimes.
magpo-point ka ng 15
In other words,
seconds.
the rules will actually become a part
Pero
of
pwede
the
ka ulit
process.
mag-point.
For example, the potential that improper firearm usage is almost always criminally related is supported by crime statistics, provided
Ay,
by
gusto ko
the
mag-point
Philippine
na
Institute for Development Studies.
Kailangan
For the first
ano,
quarter of 2007,
yung lahat ng point ko,
there were
makakita ng 15
1,436
seconds
counts
lang.
of murders,
10 seconds.
723
Hindi kada
cases of
point 15
homicide,
seconds.
2,855 counts of physical abuse, 1,845 incidents of robbery, and 765 cases of rape. Guns in the wrong hands have had harmful effects on
Bakit
the
hindi niyo
personal,
tatanggap yun?
economic, and political security of the Filipino people. This goes to show that a firearm can put civilians in more danger and can cause more disturbance than safety.
Ah, yung
It can
15 seconds
easily
na
injure a
yun.
magpupunta na kami, or kill a human being, but it will not lower or eradicate the number of abductions in areas of Mindanao.
3-9.